When President Obama heads to London next month for an economic summit, he's expected to get an invitation to meet the Queen, but he may also get a cool reception from some of her loyal subjects and from the British press. NBC's Stephanie Gosk is in London with more on that. Good morning, Stephanie.
Good morning, Amy. We know President Obama's visit to London for the G20 summit is not an official state visit. In fact, the Queen isn't actually obligated to extend an invitation to him. So maybe she's just anxious to get to know him. From Eisenhower in 1957 to George W. Bush just 2 years ago, Queen Elizabeth II has rubbed elbows and even taken a turn or two on the dance floor with U.S. presidents. There were grand ceremonies and gracious moments.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'd like to go.
Even special bonds.
To the Queen.
Ronald Reagan and the Queen became quick friends, connecting over their mutual love of horses. George W. Bush had a slightly more difficult time. Back at home, winks are a little rare.
She gave me a look that only a mother could give a child.
When President Obama visits in a few weeks for the G20 summit, reports say he too will have a chance to mingle with the monarch.
It's probably something that the Queen's pretty much looking forward to because heard so much about the man.
But there have been some signs that even with the Queen's invite, Obama might not receive that warm a welcome from the rest of the country. The British press was quick to criticize the president after what many here considered his cool reception of Prime Minister Gordon Brown this week.
The impression we got from the Obama administration was that they really weren't that bothered about this visit being in town.
One columnist even wrote that Obama was, quote, rudeness personified. The Prime Minister's office said there would be a formal press conference at the White House. It turned into informal questions in the Oval Office. They expected a working lunch, turned into less than an hour of talks. For many on this side of the Atlantic, the special relationship just didn't seem all that special. But the British public, unlike the political pundits, seem more forgiving.
And imagine the reasons why probably it was given short shrift because he's got loads of other things to do.
I don't think Britain will be sitting here thinking our relationship with America is worsening as a consequence.
Goodwill towards Obama, at least for now, does not appear irreparably damaged. In fact, President Obama's approval ratings in Europe have been as high as in the U.S., or in some countries even higher. But Gordon Brown has not been so lucky. The only thing suffering more than the stock market here is the Prime Minister's popularity. Amy?
NBC's Stephanie Gosk, thanks so much.